Alright, Aquarius, my fellow Aquarians. Here we go. This is December 2021, Soulmate Energies Update, reading, whatever you want to call it, for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. General reading, it may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, I promise you, you're here for a reason. Well, there's my pre-shuffle. I got a 3 of Cups. I'm using the little animal deck, the little mini one. No, your screen didn't get smaller, the deck got smaller. This is a powerful deck. And I've only used it on a couple of signs here for the readings for December. You're one of them. Congratulations. Look at that. The sun fell right out. You got a difficult... that's pretty much my pre-shuffle. You got yourself a difficult conversation coming. Okay? 3 cups, 10 wands, 5 wands. But the sun just summed it up for me when I picked up the deck. The sun split. When a deck splits, that's important. It's all going to end well, but you've got a difficult conversation coming. That's pretty much the pre-shuffle. That's what I've got. It just repeats the message all the way through the fucking deck. Okay. Well, let's shuffle. Let's go, my fellow Aquarians. I did a reading for you recently where I said you're going to be attracting a lot of things. I can attest to that. I've been making new friends over the last week. I think I pulled a 1 card for each sign. I don't remember if it was the weekly reading. It was while I was away, you know, in the weird SLT on the run readings. And I said, Aquarius, you're going to be attracting things like crazy. Be careful if you're on a farm. Be careful if you go anywhere, you know. Everyone's going to be trying to take a poke at you, literally. I've been making new friends for the last, well, Christ, about the last week. Like a hot, like a Gatling gun. They've just been coming in. They've been going off. They've been going crazy. It's like a hot knife through butter for me. Piece of cake. Smooth. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I got a whole, Jesus. It's like, my God. All right. It is what it is. We'll see. You got a lot of soulmates coming your way. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aquarius. What you talking about in the pre-shuffle? What's all this difficult conversation that ends with sunshine about? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. What's going on here, universe? Alright, the card before the cut. Card before the cut is why the fuck are we here? Remember these cards. Remember the pre-shuffle. Remember the cut cards. Our overall energy is crossing this card I'm about to give you. Okay? That's how my reading works. I keep it all in my head. You can too. Or write it down. One or the other. I don't care. Knight of Wands before the cut. Something's going to be a surprise to you. It's coming out of nowhere. Knight of Wands comes in, but they can get out as quick as they come in. Okay? That's the best I can tell you so far. Knight of Wands. Okay. Let's cut the deck. What comes after the Knight of Wands? 7 of Wands. Difficult. It's difficult. There's some sort of defensiveness here. I don't know what the difficult conversation is. I assume it's with a soulmate. I'm pulling on the soulmate cycle and the soulmate energies. It might be someone associated with the soulmate for some of you. Maybe you talk to the soulmate's mom and she don't like you. I don't know. But you got a difficult conversation coming up that's coming out of nowhere. I don't think you expect it. I wouldn't have been surprised to see the Tower there instead of the Knight of Wands, but the Knight of Wands is even better because he communicates, he or she. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's go. Let's do a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aquarius for December 2021, universe. What you talking about here with the pre-shuffle and cut cards? What's going on? Tell me what's happening here with my people. What's up? All right, give me a reading. It knows what I mean by that, by the way. Give me a reading. Once the universe learns your reading, make sure you say that. So it puts the cards in the right places for you. For those of you that pull cards. It doesn't take it long to learn your reading. You do it once, it knows it. It probably already knows you're going to do it anyway, because everything that's ever happened or ever will happen has already happened. But I like to make sure. I'm a little bit anal about that. I like to make sure, you know. So I always tell people do it a couple of times and then say it. All right, give me a reading here, universe. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Bottom of the deck. Whatever the hell this is, it's got something to do with goats. Our overall energy crossing that Knight of Wands, by the way, and our whole reading is clarifying the goat with its feet on fire, the devil. I don't know, man. This is a toxic conversation, whatever it is. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. Who the fuck are you talking to? You need to bring me with you? I'll go with you. It's a soulmate. It's the Lover's card underneath it. It's a soulmate connection. This person, this soulmate, has a lot of toxic energy around them. And I think that's what makes the conversation difficult. Because I suspect you, as most of you being the divine feminines, you're very open. Right? I don't think they're going to be very open, but I think they're going to try to be open, but it's going to seem like, you know, when someone's trying too hard, kind of a thing, and you just get annoyed with them because it's like, could you just be real with me? I said to someone once, I forget her name, we'll just call her Sally or something like that, I forget. I said, I hope I get to meet Sally one day after I had a conversation with her, right? It was at some event or something, and I said, I hope I get to meet Sally someday. And she looked at me funny. She was like, well, I'm right here. And she didn't get what I was saying. What I was saying was, I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to here, but it's pretty fakey McFakerman where I'm sitting, because underneath is the real you. I hope I get to meet her. You know, it's that kind of energy that's here. You know? Okay. Well, the reading's on the flip, so let's do it. Right here's the energy around the connection. Right here's how your person feels and their emotions. Right here's how they feel about you and the soul, not what they show you, not what they tell you. Right here's me having a conversation with the fickle old gal universe, and I'll tell you what she says. Little gossip that I am. Right here's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't read free will. Nobody can, not even the universe. Right? And if some flim-flam man tells you they can read free will and asks you for money, you make sure you put your pocketbook away. Alright? Right here, that's a lie. Right here, I'll clarify everything. I'll throw some universe cards over the top. And if I think we need to extend this one, I will. These readings have been pretty clear. I'm not opposed to doing a little side reading here and skipping the extended for right now if I have to. But if I have to extend it, I will. There'll be a link in the description. You know I'll do it for you guys if I have to. For sure. Because I want to know what this is. Reason being, we got a whole reading that's clarifying a devil. And it's coming your way because that devil's crossing a Knight of Wands. Boom, boom, bum, bum, bum. Somebody a bit defensive with a Seven of Wands after that. Let's go. Am I ready? Okay. I got to make sure I'm centered. All right. Right here's the energy around the connection. First card out after my goat here. Queen of Swords. There's a conversation coming, kids. It might be with your soulmate, but for those of you that just watch the readings because you think I'm funny, you're here for a reason. This conversation could be with anybody. Okay, it's a soulmate reading. For most of you, 99% of you, it's with a soulmate. But there's 1% of you watching these readings, or this reading here, and I can tell you, you got a difficult conversation coming with somebody out of nowhere. I don't know who, I don't know why, but this reading is for everyone watching. I can tell you that. All right? Are we clear? We all on the same page? Are we? All right. It's a difficult conversation in part because it's surrounded by devil energy. It comes out of nowhere, causes you to be defensive, as we learned from the cut. And I'm taking us through the cut over here to the devil. Someone's got some toxic energy around them, and they're being kind of bitchy. That's the easiest way I can put it. They're being a bitch. All right? Okay. We'll know more. We just getting started. How does bitchy feel in their emotions here? How does bitchy feel in their emotions? All right, well, we might get bitchy. I don't know. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, why are those off-center? Man, I'm terrible at throwing cards. I got to make it look pretty for you. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. It's a long time coming, or at least they think it is. These energies are feedbacking off each other. At least they think it is. I mean, again, this whole reading is clarifying the devil. So what happens? Why would I say that? Well, devil energy is a lot. There's thousands of frequencies of devil energy, right? There's also thousands of frequencies of angel energy, so just be cool. But there's thousands of frequencies of devil energy. Some of them very evil, serial killers and shit like that. And some of them very mild, just light little frequencies. One of those light little frequencies I'm picking up on, because that's one of my superpowers. I pick up on frequency. That's how I read energy. I'm like a fucking radio. The energy I'm picking up on is someone that we all do it from time to time, and it's devil energy. We keep something bottled up inside. You're irritated with somebody. Your friend Sally, for example. We'll just stick with that name. You're irritated with Sally, right? But you don't say anything. You don't say a goddamn thing. And then one day you're riding around and Sally just pisses you off and it all comes out. It's just bleh, diarrhea of the mouth. It all just comes out and you just go all crazy. That's devil energy. It's a mild band of it when we suppress something that irritates us about a person. It's the number one, strangely enough, it's the number one cause of fights in marriages, is this brand of devil energy that I'm picking up on. You know, you keep things to yourself, you keep things whatever. My wife and I don't fight very often. We've only had a couple in our 20 years together, but it's funny that sometimes if it's just a little kind of a thing, the stuff that, you know, and 5 years ago, you did this and this, like 5 years ago, what the fucking hell? I don't even remember. I never said that. You know, it's that kind of thing. You know, something from 5 years ago comes back. Are you serious? That's devil energy. All right, it's a band of devil energy. Whatever it is, it's been held in, is my point. Okay? I try to be thorough here. All right, God, why can't I get these to even up? That drives my OCD nuts. Right here, energy around how they feel in their soul about you, in spite of bitchy McBitcherman here. King of Cups, they love you. He holds the Ace of Cups, but he's not giving it. He's not giving it, and that's devil energy too, right? It's someone who's afraid to be vulnerable. No, this is someone who, because the devil is here, I have to take this in consideration. There's someone who it is that band of energy I just described to you. And one of the things they've been pushing down and suppressing are feelings for you, telling you how they really feel. Now, I think they want to tell you how they really feel, but I think it comes out bitchy. And it makes you defensive. Okay, does that make sense? Are we on the same page? Okay. Yeah, okay. Let me have a chat with, that's it. That's all that's there. It's a very bullshit band of devil energy. It's not, you know, you're not going to end up tied up in a garage or something like that. It's not, you don't have a serial killer coming in or anything like that. It's just, it's bitchy. Okay? You've been holding on to it. Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you say you loved me? Why didn't you say I pissed you off? Why didn't you say you don't want me spitting on your kitchen floor? I spit on everyone's kitchen floor. And nobody seems to say anything. Does everyone feel that way? You know, it's that kind of shit. Hidden energy. Let me have a chat with the fickle old gal. Eight of Swords. Somebody's really been in their head about this. It's a minor arcana. The universe has been doing a lot of talking with minor arcanas here in December. An absorbent number of these zodiac fly-around readings here from the angles of the soulmate cycle have seen minor arcana in the message from the universe. And we even saw it in the overview video that I did. Right here, they're just in their head about it. What's the potential final outcome? Read with this. Strength. It's a new understanding. It is a card of communication. So this whole reading is somebody going to communicate with you. You've got a difficult, tense, defensive conversation coming pretty soon. Now I know the gardeners here. You might hear the thing in the background. I apologize. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. I hate doing readings on Tuesday. Damn it! I should always remember that. Anyway, the Strength card. So there is some kind of resolve here. All right. He's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck. So that's pretty good so far. It's a pretty decent outcome. But we knew that anyway. It's the card of Leo, isn't it? It's Leo energy. Remember from the pre-shuffle, the sun fell out. I said you've got a difficult conversation coming, but it ends well. The sun is the other card of Leo. So the universe is basically saying it all ends well. It's okay. But somebody here has been holding something back. It doesn't have to be love. It can be anything. Again, this is a very strange energy, but it is what it is. For most of you, it's your divine masculine. It's very clear. All right, why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Let's clarify. Let's switch decks. Little light seer action maybe. Lighten the mood here. The animal deck is deep. Now, I want to try to skim the surface on this. Not surface energy, just anyway. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Tell me about the Queen of Swords. fucking hell. Universe wants me to shuffle. What's a new deck? Okay, fine. Fuck off. Alright, here we go. Crossing the Queen of Swords is 10 Pentacles. It's... how do I phrase this? It's like someone really... someone has a very high opinion of you and it comes out wrong, I guess, because they don't know how to... A lot of times the King of Cups, he doesn't know how to express it. A lot of times, you know, okay, we'll just see what else. It's like they have a very high opinion of you. It's something about long term. Or it's something, again, that's been going on a while. I don't know. The world, Jesus Christ. This is an important conversation, whatever this is. This is a conversation. This is like, you know, this is an important conversation. This changes everything. All right? 8 of Cups. It moves things on toward happiness. It's a conversation that will move things on toward happiness, and the energy is ripe for it, but somebody's too in their head, so they get a little bitchy with it. Okay? It's the easiest way I can phrase it, the way I feel the energy. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Why is the Ace of Pentacles? But if you've been waiting to talk to somebody, you will. you will, but this whole reading is clarifying the devil here, but I already explained that band of energy. It's you know, I gave you an analogy already and everything else. All right, so the conversation might go a little cattywampus because somebody's in their head. 8 of Swords is just, you know, it's nonsense. It's all nonsense. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Okay. Crossing the Ace of Pentacles, another card of long term. I had 10 Pentacles here. I've got the 4 of Wands here. Somebody's been holding on to a lot of feelings for you. Holding it back big time. I see it with the King of Cups. That's what that means in that position. 10 Swords. Jesus. Well, it could mean that something long-term has ended on someone's side and they want to talk to you about it, but they're nervous and it goes wrong. It could mean that. But it could also mean that they don't want this to end with you and they know they've held back long enough. You know, they don't want to lose you. They know they pissed you off. They know it could be anything. You follow me? Okay. Yeah, it's exactly what I just said. It's exactly what I just said. I read the energy first, then I pull the cards, but that card just backed my ass up. 7 of Pentacles. A lot of time has passed here, and they don't want to lose you. So somebody's going to speak up and say something, but it's going to come out wrong and bitchy, not real lovey-dovey. Queen of Swords. It does have a happy ending, but you know what? It might actually go well now. Because I say, if you found my channel, you found it for a reason. If you found this reading, you found it for a reason. Perhaps because I'm telling you this, you're aware that they get bitchy because they're in their head and because of this band of devil energy, mild band of it, that's had them suppressing something they've wanted to say for a long time about how they feel. So maybe you have some empathy and some understanding, right? And, you know, you say, okay, cool. And you almost chuckle while they're talking because everything I'm telling you comes true. And like you just like in your head, you're just shaking your head going, fucking Steve. God, Jesus Christ. I wish I had Steve's number so I could call him and tell him this conversation just happened. Mind-blowing. But yeah, it's that kind of thing. A lot of time has passed. They don't want to lose you. It's time to speak up. Okay. King of Cups. Why is it here? How they feel? Well, they've been holding on to... He holds the Ace of Cups. They've been holding on to a lot of love. They're about to give some of it. They want to. I just think it comes out wrong. The King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, not a good date. It's not a good date. Not a date I'd want to be on. The King of Cups is like, so can I... You look lovely in that dress. And the Queen of Swords is like, what the fuck you mean lovely? What does that mean? Right? It's like she just quit smoking or drinking or something and she's grumpy, you know. It's like, okay, I didn't mean anything by it. Just wanted to say you looked really good. Okay? All right. Fine. All right. Why is the King of Cups here? Jesus Christ. All right. King of Cups. Crossing the King of Cups and 6 of Swords. Yeah, this whole... they want to move, they want to fix things, they want to tell you something, they want to move things on to calmer waters. They're not moving real fast. They've wanted to for a long time. That's the slowest energy in the deck right there. This is the third slowest, right? They want to move things on, but the universe gave me this card for a reason. It's got water in it. It's swords, right? 6 swords, but it's got the water in it. So it's telling me the same thing I just said about that date with the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, isn't it? It's swords with water. They're going to talk to you. You following me? They're going to talk to you about emotional things, water, but it's going to be very swordsy. And it might cause you to be a little defensive. I can dig it. Yeah, there you are. The 5 of Swords. They know they're going to fuck this up. They know that that's why they're too in their head about emotion. You can't be in your head about emotions. Swords are thought. We don't think love. We feel love. They're too in their head about it. When you get in your head about emotions, it's like the little nerd asking the cheerleader out in school, or asking any girl out in school. You just don't think about it, little buddy. Just go do it. Just walk up and say, hey, you want to go catch a movie this weekend? Just go walk up and do that. Otherwise, if you think about it too much, you're going to walk up and you're going to go, hey, you look really ugly today. I mean, I feel ugly. My feet stink. It's terrible. I got terrible breath. You want to go see a movie later this week? It comes out all wrong if you think too much. That's why you don't plan stuff like that. I never had any trouble asking girls out because I never planned it. I never cared about the outcome. I never planned a goddamn thing. I never thought about it. I just walk up and go, wow, cool, a redhead. You want to go see a movie this weekend? You know, boom, there you go, done. Right here, this person's overthinking this shit. The 8 of Swords is the next card out after this bank of cards here. And they're going to sabotage this whole thing even though they have the skills to not do it. The Magician here, they can pull this off. Listen, you're getting inside info. You already know that this is coming. It's coming out of nowhere. You're not expecting it. I guarantee you that Knight of Wands is just going to show up. It's got everything I'm telling you is valid in the energy. Just take what I'm telling you. You can doubt it's going to happen. I don't really care. Just take what I'm telling you. It's not going to happen for all of you. That's not possible. There's too many people watching. But for the ones it does, just chuckle when this person steps on it, all right? Going to ask the girl out and they end up talking about how dirty they are that day and how much they reek, and then asking if they're going to go, if you want to go to a movie, all because they got in their head and they should have just walked up and said, hey, you want to go to a movie? Leave out all the rest. You know, it's that kind of thing. Just laugh when someone does this. They have the skills to do it, but they're too in their head about emotions. And when you get in your head about emotions, you fuck the whole thing up. That's when love goes wrong. Right here is the 8 of Swords. Jesus Christ. Unreal. People got the darndest trouble talking about emotions. Just talk about it. Talk about it from your soul. I talk about emotions all day here on these videos. I'm talking from my soul. The jokes come from my brain, yeah. But I don't put the brain on the emotion. I have to feel the emotion in my soul, and then I translate it to you through my brain, yeah. But these readings are from the soul. I'm not thinking about emotion. Oh, well, you know, we gotta think of it. You can't. There's no way I could pick up on it if I did. My brain doesn't know what it is. What is that? Well, it's just static. You know. Why is the 8 of Swords here? What else you want to tell Aquarius universe? You obviously got something you want to say. Let me straighten that out, make it look all pretty. Why is the 8 of Swords here? Why is the 8 of Swords here? Yeah. 5 of Wands. They're creating conflict. Crossing it is the 5 of Wands. They're creating conflict within their own selves. It's everything I already told you. I gave you the boy asking the girl out at school analogy. All of it. I gave you all of it. It's all right here in this picture. Right? Just look at the picture. Forget the card, 5 of Swords. Even though it means they're going to sabotage this thing, even though they got the skills not to. They'll turn it around. I suspect you'll turn it around. Because you know. Because I've already told you. But yeah, they're going batshit crazy in their head about this. And they've been suppressing this for a long time. It could be love. It could be something that... the way it comes out in the energy, the way it reads, is that it begins talking about love, and then it turns into everything you've ever done that's pissed them off, kind of a thing. It's like every argument a couple has, you know, and you're not a couple with this person, you know. It's like, okay, I'll take all of that, I'll make some notes, thank you, you know, right here. Four of Swords. It's supposed to bring healing to the connection. It's red with the world. It's a transformative, you know, it changes everything, the conversation. It does bring healing. Why is the Four right here? And there it is. A Knight of Wands. It allows everybody to move on or come together, one or the other. It allows whatever the past issue is, this conversation, because I know it ends well with the Sun that fell out of the deck earlier and the Strength card here, both cards of Leo, which is passionate forward movement, okay? Doesn't mean you're dealing with a Leo. Stop listening to those readers. As soon as a reader says you're dealing with a Leo, it's the Strength card, shut off the fucking video. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, okay? Because that's not what that means, all right? Right here, it's Leo energy. It means passion. It means forward movement, and that's what this means, the card right before it, right? It allows everyone to move on, right? It's the same thing. It's the same message right here. But the Knight of Wands is who's coming in, so it's perfect. It's perfect symmetry in the reading, all right? It allows us to move toward happiness. Whether that's you're together with this person or separate, and it's just closure, I don't know. I can't say. It's going to differ for all of you. Why is the Strength card here? What's the final on this? But this devil energy is a joke. It's a light band of devil energy, like I told you. It's that suppressing of everything that bothers you about a person, and then one day you just explode with it, you know, all of it. And you never do the dishes, and you know, it's all of it. It's nonsense. It's a nonsense frequency of devil energy. Why is the Strength card here? They're just overthinking this, and they're gonna fucking put their foot in their mouth, right? You never have a conversation. It's funny that the Six of Swords was crossing this, you know, with the boat in the water and it being a swords card, because you never have a conversation about emotion with swords. You know, I'm not going to come tell you I love you holding a sword in my hand and pointing it at you, you know, that kind of thing. It doesn't work. Anyway, Strength, why is it here? The lion does have one of the roses from the Two of Cups here, which implies to me, as I look at it, for most of you, this is your divine masculine soulmate I'm talking about here, okay? But for some, it doesn't have to be, you know. It could be just anybody. It could be somebody from your past. You Aquarians have people coming out of nowhere. You're going to be attracting people over the next, right up through Aquarius season, right up through about Pisces. Energetically speaking, you're going to be attracting people like flies, soulmates, regular people, animals in the forest. I mean, literally. You know, it's like a Disney movie to be around an Aquarius. All right, why is the Strength card here? What's the final on this? You promised me a happy ending. Well, I know I got the right shuffle. I always check the bottom of the deck to make sure, and the bottom of the deck is our crossing card for Strength, and it is our Queen of Swords, which is right here. It's where we started. It's bitchy, right? You got a conversation coming. A difficult conversation. But it ends well. You need to have some strength for it, because they don't. Okay? I'm just going to put it that way. Top of the deck, Page of Wands. Page of Wands is red with this. They don't want you to get away. Whenever I'm drawn to this spear, I know it's a wand, but I like calling it a spear. She's chucking the spear here. My party girl is chucking the spear to stop this from getting away. Alright? They feel this is dead in their emotions. You might even feel it's dead in your emotions, because a lot of time has passed, and when time passes, you know, it is what it is. She's chucking the spear to make sure you don't get away. This last card is red with the Seven of Pentacles, and it's the Seven of Swords. Oh, wow. Oh, there's your fucking plot twist right there. Oh, I get it. Okay, I do get it, because the Queen of Swords is crossing. It's just a message to you. This is a very light band of devil energy. I already explained it to you. This person's full of shit when they come in. All right, they're going to seem angry and bitchy and they just can't handle the conversation. It's too much for the little geek to ask out the cheerleader. It's too much. He's freaking out when he gets up there. He starts peeing himself and sweating and stinking and saying the wrong thing. It's all of that. It's all, you know, it's all this person's propensity to self-sabotage this thing. It's swords again, because they think about it too much. And what they're also thinking about too much is how much time has passed. It's making them nervous. It's why it's a Queen of Swords conversation. I'll pull you a couple extra cards here on this. Let me go back to the little animal deck here. Let me go back here. Let's take this out. I'm not going to extend this one. There's no need, but let's take this out because it is what it is. It's pretty basic reading, and this is pretty mild devil energy. But let's take the Seven of Swords out a little further and see where we go here. Let's see what happens. In light of what Aquarius knows about this conversation, now that I've told them, right? Where's this going? How about that? All right? I'll do that for you. Let's see what we got. In lieu of what Aquarius knows now, having the information from me that the universe seemed to really want to give them, where is this going? Tell me more about this Seven of Swords. All right? That's what I'm asking. Yeah. I see the bottom card. King of Wands. They're fronting. The universe. I'm right. The Seven of Swords is just here because they're fronting. Look, it's the Burger King. Yeah, but in this case, it's just the King of wands. The King of Wands is afraid of again, like the Knight of Wands. He can get out as fast as he comes in. It's a cobra on the card. You see the hood? He's puffing himself up to make himself look bigger than he is, kind of a thing. It's someone who's just fronting. That's all. Yeah, it's a fronted conversation. Don't be fooled by it. I say don't be fooled by it, and as I say that, I pull the Fool. It moves things on to something new. It allows you guys to begin again. So take the universe is basically saying here, take the information I've given you, all right, which is based off this Seven of Swords. This card of deception is just them fronting. They're just nervous. They don't know how to process the emotions. It comes out all wrong. Just laugh it off. Just listen to the conversation. Have a conversation. You take control. Move things forward right here. And you begin again. A whole new thing. The card actually literally, the reading actually literally almost begins with the World and ends with the Fool. The Fool is where we go after the World. Alright? So, depending on your reaction to it, they're either going to run away again or they'll stick around. Again, a lot of the reason this is happening is because of the reboot of the connection, the rewind, the refire of the soul recognition. But we know everything we knew from the first one, right? Everything we learned from the first one up to the second one, the refire here, the rewind, is there. And it makes them nervous. They're you know, that's all it is. It's a very minor band of devil energy here. It's no big deal. It's cool. That's that. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you, although it pretty much gave you the advice there. Let me pull 3 cards from the universe. Alright, let's see. Give me 3 cards, universe. What else you want to tell Aquarius? Anything? Anything you want to tell Aquarius here? Anything about anything, universe. What do you want to tell Aquarius? The viewers. We'll call you that. Okay? We always pull from the bottom. They love you. They're afraid to show it. And you make them fucking nervous. They don't know what to do. And they're spying on you. Or they have never let this go. One or the other. They could be it's some spying energy, and it's some just they think about you a lot. But either way, I'm drawn again to this little barn owl's feet, his talons, grabbing onto that sword as tight as they can. They've never let it go. This person has held back a lot from you. I know that from the Ace of Cups. These cards are read center, left, right. They come across as a page. If this is someone you know that you see on a daily basis, they're like, yeah, we're just friends. It's cool. Yeah, we're just friends. And then they go home and like literally spank out as many times as they can to you. It's that kind of thing. You have no idea the depth of this person's feelings for you, but it confuses them. And they go round and round on it. They've been suppressing this for a long time, and that's why the reading came out the way it did. So if you need to watch this reading a couple of times now that you know the end, That's always wise. Once you know the end of a reading, watch it again. It'll help all this other stuff make sense, right? Because I see all the and feel all the energy at once. So I know the reading already, which is why I tie it together like that. And, you know, it is helpful for you, the viewer, to kind of see, oh, wow. It's like seeing a movie twice, basically, right? You see the movie the second time, you always pick up on shit you didn't pick up on the first time. So it's just a tip. I don't care. Just do whatever you want. It's a pretty simple reading. It's pretty mild devil energy. You're going to have a difficult conversation with somebody, but it's difficult because they're too much in their head about emotions that they've been suppressing or something they want to tell you. Okay? And it doesn't have to be your DM. I believe it is for most of you. Could just be, it could be your boss. It could be your mother. It could be anybody. It really could. I'm being honest with you. If you're watching this video, you're probably, this means this is something. Somebody's got something they want to say to you, and they're in their head too much about it, so it's going to come out a little catawampus. Okay? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. If I helped one person today, I've done my job, karmically anyway. And if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches, quite frankly. I'll keep an eye on this energy, Aquarius. If anything changes, I'll give you an energy update, of course. Keep an eye on the all signs readings. I've got a an eclipse reading, the full moon or the new moon solar eclipse. I'm going to pull on that son of a bitch real soon. That's going to be something. I'll tell you what, that's some powerful shit. And I think for most of the signs, that's what's driving what's in these readings. I think there's life before the eclipse and there's life after it, but there's also life before Jupiter moves and after Jupiter moves. I don't think Neptune's forward movement is anything all that big a deal. That's a very holistic, a very, very minute energy coming from that. I don't think that plays a huge role in too much. Although, blending with the eclipse energy, it very well could. We may see Neptune show up in the eclipse reading. That's very likely. It's very possible. But anyway, that is your reading. Good luck. I will keep an eye on it. If I see any changes, energy update will come your way for sure. Good luck, Aquarius.